talk about Blood Pact, talk about this show. I'm excited. Thank you.
We're in the throes of puberty right now, and I almost
sorry.
Being on the show, you guys seem nice, and you got Ninja Turtles in the back.
Yes, just where I've actually talked with people who specialize in horror, and I've directed a film called Excuses, or kind of directed it.
These interviews contain mature language and content. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the ones providing them and do not necessarily reflect those of Blood Pact Films. We're all adults here, but even still, viewer discretion is advised. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hola!
Hello, and welcome to Blood Pact Films Presents Random Nonsense Horror Hour.
We are Random Nonsense.
We are Random Nonsense. He's Random Nonsense. He just drags me along because I'm easy. Welcome back to the show. Today, this is a really great show. I'm telling you already, this is going to be a good time.
Yes.
The guests that we have are our fearless leaders and owners of Groovy Obscura Productions. First up, we're going to bring Travis, a.k.a. Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. Ahoy, sir. Welcome
ahoy, ahoy.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. And his other half, his JJ to my hefty or something like that. We have Jimmy, one of the most talented people I've ever met.
Hold on, Jimmy.
So, you said horror hour? I thought this was horror hour. I put
it is horror hour.
It
will be in a second because, as I just said, one of the most talented people I know. Now, we bring up probably the most talented person I have ever met in my life. We have Sam. And Sam, thank you for coming to do this.
Goodness
awesome
gracious.
To have the band back together.
You didn't have to call me a horror. I'd admit it myself.
Sam is talented. On the casting couch, his talents got him away.
Second to none. Chef's kiss.
We're professionals.
That's
here.
right. Well, welcome everybody. So I guess we'll start. Travis, do you want to kind of introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you?
Oh, sure. I'm Travis, aka Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. Let's see. A little bit about myself. I was military for 20 years, retired, and decided I wanted to do something. And so talked with Jimmy, and we were tired of Hollywood BS, and we wanted to just make some movies. And we started out as 18 Hertz Productions, or 18 Hertz Studio. Whoa. And Paramount decided that was not a good idea, so we changed it. And we are now Groovy Obscura Productions, and we are here to make people feel stuff with movies, whether it's fear, happiness, dread, anything. We're here to make people feel stuff and get away from the formulaic BS that comes out of Hollywood. So that's me. Oh, and if I did YouTube for a while, and
you might know him from that. You might.
So I guess we'll go to clockwise. We'll go to Oji-san. Jimmy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, sir?
You guys all know me, man. I'm 5'7" of weirdness and thickness. I like to tower over JJ and huddle under hefty shadow on the movie sets. And sometimes I paint. Sometimes it gets a little weird, but that's it, man. I just like making. I like making things. That's it.
You're very good at it. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Sam. Sam, you know the drill, sir.
I am a born and bred genre fan. I've taken a God's honest whack at trying to learn every possible skill I can get my hands on. And I've been very privileged in that these gentlemen gave me an opportunity to help try and facilitate their dream. And I can elaborate on that a little bit later. But, I've been a goober that's been findable in the horror internet echelons for quite a while now.
And actually, Sam is the person I've known in this room or in this thing the longest as well.
Nice.
Known Sam for a very long time now. What are we at? 10 years over? Are we over 10 years, Sam?
Oh, it's closer to 12, I think.
Well, yeah, that
And
sounds
Sam
about right.
is the longest. He's 8 foot tall. If you've seen the movies, you know.
Yeah, Sam is actually 8 feet tall. Yes.
Sam is the Jolly Green giant compared to everybody else.
I don't know if I'm that jolly.
You were pretty jolly. There was a couple times I saw you pretty jolly out there on the movie set.
The shooting.
Yeah.
Not just
the double wielding, dual wielding. Yeah.
Yeah, dual wielding.
Oh well, that was after. That was more like the cherry on top. In the trenches, it was kind of more like, oh, I get to do this and I get to do that, and but, you know.
So why don't you just? And I know you guys are done to death with talking about it, but do you want to give us kind of? And
Let's do it.
Is watching and doesn't know.
The nutshell version.
The Anointed for Dummies story, the cliff notes, if you will, because I know that there are other projects that we'd like to talk about. So, okay. Jimmy, I guess you were being
the Anointed, the short version. One day, Travis was really down on a lunch break, and he was talking about legacy. You're going to have all these paintings, Jimmy. Everybody's going to remember you for all these paintings. I don't have anything like this. And I was painting at the time that we had this conversation. And I said, well, shit, man, what do you want to do? He's like, well, I want to make a movie. And I said, well, then let's make a fucking movie. Flipped the painting over. We started the story. I painted the story as we came up with it. And then Travis took that story and just had an explosion of creativity, wrote the script in about 2 weeks. And then we were like, well, shit, we need other people. So the first 2 people we reached out to were Hefty and JJ, because like I've said before, 2 of the most real folks I've ever met on YouTube. And then Hefty recommended that we get Sam involved. So we brought Sam in, and Sam, of course, just, hit it off with all of us. And somehow, some way, we got people from 5 different states to fly in, drive in, boat in, parachute in, whatever we could.
The parachute was impressive.
We got them all here at my house to paint to make this crazy movie, running around in the woods behind my house in 103-degree heat. And in 4.5 days, we had the Anointed filmed. Now, did we know what we were doing? Fuck no, we didn't know what we were doing. We grabbed cell phones, borrowed cameras, 85 different microphones. Did we stick to the script? Fuck no, we didn't stick to the script. It was there. It was in the movie, but we didn't stick to it. But we made one hell of a good movie for our first attempt, and I'm proud of it. I'll always be proud of it. And it was just a chance for all of us as a collective to live out that dream of making a horror movie. And we all caught that feeling in the middle of making that this is what we're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. And that's what has led to us continuing this. So it's not just a one-time thing. Of course, 18 Hertz, we got clotheslined by Paramount, which really kind of fucked us up because we had a bunch of stuff out there in distribution. They had to pull all that back, change our studio title to Groovy Obscura Productions. But, fuck it. We just keep going forward, and HOA is filmed. It's in the can. Everybody on screen, except for Sam, is in this next movie. Got some nice props here. My finger hurts every time I pick this up. And we're just going to keep going, guys. And Travis and I have talked about it last night. We got to get out there. We got to get out on the street. The internet, these podcasts and all this stuff are great. They're wonderful. But we got to start getting to conventions. We got to start meeting people. We got to start pressing the flesh and like showing people what we got. And that's how it's going to have to go. Oh, Sam's phone must have blew up.
Yeah, I hear it. It was like an implosion or something. He'll be back if he can.
But that's the long and short of the Anointed, how 18 Hertz was born. We've sunk like every dime of extra money we've had into this thing, and it's stressful, but it's the one thing that has felt right that I've ever done. Like, this feels like what I'm supposed to be doing. There you go. There's the long-winded, short OG-san answer.
I like it.
That was very succinct. That was very good.
I think it's sweet, right to the point. I mean, it sums up everything that happened, where we are now, why we're
Bear traps, wooden crosses still out my trees, tents flying across the field,
Well,
sticky blood, dogs
everywhere.
Travis left his dog Bobo up here for some reason.
No, I did not.
Bobo. Yeah, that was a really incredible experience filming that. It really was. And I like, the movie was great, but getting to meet you guys in real life was, I think,
that was like your first time, right? Like, other than JJ, that was kind of your first time meeting anybody off of YouTube, right? So
yeah.
It's always a cool experience, man. Like, I've never really had anybody let me down, but you can tell who's real and who's not when you meet them. So
no,
which makes sense. I get that.
Yeah, Travis, I remember it was he was our guy right off the rip for both shoots. It was Travis that picked us up in Arkansas. And Travis, do you want to tell a little bit of story about how you went to the wrong airport?
Sure.
So, it's a funny story. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
It was damn funny to me.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll go get the boys. Now they're set up for here. I'll go get the boys. Jimmy and all the people at the house start setting up the tent.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that statement.
Of course you don't. So I go to the airport. The airport, I put in my GPS, and I get there, and it's this little, but it's like a fancy little airport with like Cessnas and people doing skydiving and learning how to fly and stuff. And I'm like, when does this flight come in? And I show the person at the desk, they're like, you're at the wrong airport.
Oh, no.
And granted, they're supposed to land in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. The airport I'm supposed to go to is supposedly like a 40-minute drive away from the
normal people driving time.
Yes. In speed limit drive.
I called Jimmy. I'm freaking out. He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it," because this is Jimmy's answer all the time. Don't worry about it, man. I'll be okay.
Don't
and
worry,
I was
man.
like,
well, I mean, where are they going to go?
I don't think you understand how much timeliness is important to me, and being there before people get there and having stuff set up and ready to go. It's just one of my things.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I made it from that little airport to the real airport to get them on time and early. I may have been going 95, 100 miles an hour down those back roads, and it was scary as shit. But by God,
so did you fold the map when you drew the line that said you were traveling?
Yeah, closest way, easiest way is
That's
just
right.
a straight line.
Yep.
But I can tell you, I have never been so nervous because I just hate being late, and it was gnawing at me.
It's good for
And I was flying, I was there, and as soon as they got off the plane and they walked down to baggage claim, I was there with arms wide open, ready to pick them up.
I know.
So I made it all the way, and let me tell you, that was the scariest, but also the most awesome being on time I have ever done in my life.
See, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And of course, we just hopped off a plane, so we don't know any of that till we're filled in on the details. It seemed normal to us.
I can imagine.
We're coming out of the upstairs. We hit this escalator, and there's this guy. He's got his arms out like, "Hey, boys!" And I was like, "Hey, there's our guy."
That was the main point for him. He wanted that moment That was what he wanted. He wanted that moment.
It was
real
And then the moment after it, he wanted two, because the next second we were shooting scenes.
I was
for the
just
movie.
about to say that we started filming at the airport.
No,
right
we
after
started
the
filming
plane.
before that. Remember, because we did.
Oh
mine.
yeah, I mean,
right, yeah,
we were
did.
shooting stuff at all our airports and on the flights
Yeah.
and stuff. But I mean, in terms of with the boss man,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
with
the
the boss
first one.
man,
Like right off the rip, I was hiding
Yeah.
behind a vending machine so I wouldn't be in the shot.
Somebody
Yeah,
else
so,
was hiding
so the
behind
boys
it.
did record on the way, and then somehow a scene that was like 30 seconds long became like a 5-minute intro. It is what it is. Again, we had a script,
We did.
and we kind of stuck to the script in
At
one
points.
scene, maybe.
It was more like
For the most part,
following.
It's really more like guidelines. When you think about it.
75% ish. Yeah.
But then we also learned at that point that is our style of shooting. Like, we have a script and we're ready to go, but when we get there, we shoot what we can get. Again, it's our first time making a movie. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how we were doing the special effects, and that's where Sam came into play. But just like, unfortunately, Sam couldn't be there for HOA, but luckily I had my dad, Papa Squirrel, here, and he
He came and
figured out a lot of ways for us to do what we do, and he did a lot of behind-the-scenes setting stuff up.
And Uncle Mark, can't forget Uncle Mark. He helped out a lot too.
Yeah, and then it's just we just wing it. We have an idea, we have what we want to do, but sometimes what we wanted to do is not possible, and the ways that we get stuff done, it just seems to work out. So you like the non-polished, non-Hollywood stuff? That's our wheelhouse. We're good.
That's our wheelhouse.
That's our baby.
Now I got
they say you get to write a movie 3 times. You write the script, you shoot it, and then you edit it.
That's true. Travis, so with the just real quickly, with the elation that you felt when we all got there and we all got together for the first time in Arkansas, was it the complete diametric opposite when you got a hold and when we got to the place and you realized that the tent hadn't been set up yet?
He wasn't surprised. Don't let him lie to you. He wasn't surprised.
Flying from the relative high of singing Tenacious D to showing up to a still in the box tent.
I'm going to tell you, these are the exact words that came out of my mouth because I remember them specifically. These motherfuckers.
He's not wrong.
I was supposed to go pick up. They were supposed to have this stuff out and at least laid out so we can do our stuff. But no, they decided to sit around and smoke and joke instead of doing what they were supposed to do. Those were the exact words out of my mouth. I was.
He was so.
Now,
But when we got
Now,
there, there
here's
were
the-
like hamburgers and chili dogs and like the plates of
Now, here's
food.
the thing. Travis hallucinated that entire conversation about me setting the tent up while he was gone.
Kind of like how I hallucinated a certain coffee table discussion in HOA, right?
Hey,
Hey,
the
I'm
coffee
gonna
table
turn
was
and you're going to
destroyed.
do this. Instead, you're just like, I'm going to John Cena the shit out of you out of your back.
He said
John Cena doesn't do with fear.
the statement was, "Put me through that fucking table." And I was like, "Oh,
Through the mode that we have
Bet.
just practiced time and time again.
Travis is right. I was there. We talked about it.
Well, I think in fairness, you pull another World Wrestling Federation inspired move in the Anointed where you're selling the stunner.
That was not planned. And I can tell you that the Anointed hurt me. a lot.
Yes, it did.
I broke a toe, cracked a rib.
Yep.
You can see when I'm fighting.
Yeah,
By the
all that
way,
road
if
rash
you
I
haven't
did.
seen The Anointed, you can find it on my YouTube channel right now for the time being.
yeah."
Link in the description.
That's if you want to watch it, you can watch it. And every view, make sure to just please sit through the ads because that's the only way we're making revenue right now. So please watch the ads. But
It's like watching TV, but uncensored. You know, we got
Yeah,
something cool. Sit through the fucking ads. There's cool stuff if you wait for it, man.
And there's not like huge conglomerates taking in money for this. It's just a couple of fucking schleps. You know what I mean? No offense, guys.
I was like, damn.
But,
That sounded awful. I didn't mean it like that. But you know what I mean? Just like two Joe Anybody's. You know what I mean?
this was as a 41. Let's see, when did we film? I was 41 when we filmed it. And a 41-year-old man, that movie broke me. I was in pain constantly. I was exhausted. I tried to keep my cool majority of the time.
We only really lost your shit the one time, and it was brief.
And it was all JJ's fault. So
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I was gonna say cut to crossbows.
That was a scary afternoon. Not because you freaked out, but because of the weight of what happened that day.
Yeah.
It was, oh man.
But
We spent all this time getting this stuff right, and we literally only came home with 50% of it. That was nuts, dude.
But I think it was creatively dealt with, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I personally think that it was more powerful without the audio.
I agree. That's why I said we just luck into things.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
See, you guys got to listen to me. Everybody kept coming in the room like, "Oh God, did you hear about it?" And I was in here just fucking giggling, because I could hear Travis outside. Fuck. I was just like, I was in here laughing like it's gonna be okay, guys.
Everybody's heard this before, but in my defense, I was not yelling at anybody. I was outside.
He was just outside.
No one was taking heat. Just everyone felt the weight all at the same time. Like I was out by one of the trucks with Jason, and it was like, it's time to crack a beer. Something's wrong.
I just one of my most used phrases during the shoot of The Anointed is Jason, hand me that. Yeah, don't tell Travis. Like, don't let him know.
And I do want to say this in terms of the creative process, how we worked with what we got that day, worked in total opposite of the way another scene in the movie went down, because I think we were all talking about leaving the bear trap scene like stark and silent, but then I wound up finding out a piece of music that would work for it. And that's the only reason there's music there, because it would have worked on its own. But I found a way to put something there, and it's just the total opposite side of the coin. Like this scene, we shot it this way, intending it to be this way, and then the sound was just gone. Now what we do? Okay, well,
yes, Gabby,
we'll do it this way.
Gabby, who played Delilah, absolutely set the standard for that movie.
Yeah,
because the scene we shot with her, the bear trap scene, was actually day 2. We shot that on day 2.
Yeah.
And I can tell you after that, it was day 2.
Wow.
That was in fact day 2.
We came back and filmed the rest of it on the night of day 3.
Yep.
Are you eating something, Sam?
What's crackling?
No, I'm moving. Sorry, I should mute my microphone.
What that was, I'm like, why am I hearing crackling noises?
No,
my ankles
once
in the
we
floor.
saw that scene, it set the tone for the rest of the movie. That made me go for stunts harder, which ended up hurting me.
Yep.
Went for other people as well. Like it just made them pick up their game. And that's a pivotal scene in the movie. And
100%. Yeah. I think that was one of the things we all agreed on, like before we had even shot anything. Was that bear trap scene was going to be like the scene that people would remember from that movie and just be like, oh, man.
And from what we've heard from people, that is the one scene people still talk about.
My original, I showed it to my family before we actually released it. My cousin and my niece. So they're like 16 and 19 years old. When that scene come up, they had to close their eyes and turn away. I was like, bam, made it. Good.
Yep. I remember
there was other stuff that people were trying to add to that scene that were like, that's too far. But
I still have the picture of the prop I wanted to get for that. I think Gabby's scream, and I remember because I wasn't in the scene immediately, and I just remember when she, when the bear trap hits, and the screams and the noises she made, like literally physically turned my stomach.
The guttural sounds she makes throughout that sequence are horrifying. And the only thing I was trying to get that I didn't get, and I just couldn't find the angle, was I wanted a shot where you could see her teeth while she was screaming through the bear trap, like a Frank Miller comic, like 300. I did not find that angle. I didn't get that shot. But I did, we managed to make that happen. People make $100 million movies that don't sell something like that nearly as well, with maybe 7 tablespoons of blood, a deactivated bear trap, and some creative shooting. We made something, like you said, turns your stomach.
Yeah, it was visceral. It was very visceral. And my favorite compliment I got was from my old man. And he's like, it was really more violent than bloody. And I was like, that's a fucking win. Yeah. Like, that's a great compliment.
I also think that was like some of the best footage we shot. Like, just in the way, not even the blood or the screams or anything, but just the shots in that.
I think
like
that
from the time she comes over the hill.
I think all the way to the knife kick. I think those were, it was 2 separate nights, but those 2 scenes together, because again, I'll give a little movie magic stuff. When we filmed the Hefty and me scene with the knife kick, Gabby wasn't there.
No.
So
we had like 1 minute with her on the ground.
Yeah, because
and she's blurry in the background. Couldn't get her in focus.
Before I filmed and said, "Hey, she's not going to be here. We got to have a look back." So I did the look back, and we did that scene. That was just a great cinematic scene all the way from the
Sam's idea of just a little of the camera.
That was pure luck. I had a feeling if I jerk it with your kick, it's going to look good, and then I could not have predicted how that shot came out.
Sam was constantly jerking it on
pure luck.
Set. I had to like, Sam, stop jerking it. The camera,
the camera, yeah.
I definitely had to stop jerking it. It was coming out.
Yeah, he was like, Sam's down in my storm shelter again. Come on, Sam.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
I think all the kills in that movie were great. JJ died quite expertly. Nobody can take a knife to the fucking back of the head like this guy.
Cottage cheese to the
cottage
skull.
Cheese. Yeah. Oh, dog, stop eating our props. God damn it.
Bobo.
That puppy pooped pink for a week, I tell you.
No one said, not even you, preacher, not even you. Yep, that's pretty right on. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, everybody's, and for a bunch of people who aren't actors and aren't filmmakers, like, I think we did pretty fucking good.
Well,
I think for me, my one favorite scene is when Travis is coming down the hill, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna fall, but don't stop shooting. I will tell you when to stop shooting." The dude face plants, and I'm behind a camera, and my first response is to stop and run to him and be like, "Dude, are you okay?" And he just keeps going and going. I'm like, "Nope." He said not to stop until he says so. And you sold it so well. I actually thought you broke your leg for a minute. Like,
so did I.
Like, looking at it through the lens in this camera, I'm like, our friend is actually fucking hurt right now.
I'm just holding the light, grinning. Like,
I'll be real.
The blue light on a stick.
I believe it did.
Yeah, I had the blue light up on a thing, and who was carrying, JJ or somebody was carrying a battery behind me?
Sam had it.
Sam had the battery, yeah. I was just grinning from ear to ear. I was like, oh, yeah, that fucking hurt.
We're all just shuffling up the street at the same speed, trying to make sure that nothing gets stupid.
Bobo.
No, I was there for that part. I was there for the
You were dog wrangling.
No. I was for when no, I was there for that part. I wasn't
Maybe,
dog
maybe
on a
Beanie
different
was
phone or
wrangling Bobo.
I was dog wrangling
Wrangling.
for the scene when y'all were fighting in the tent.
I wish.
That's
Well,
We got to find a super cut of all the Travis screaming, dog,
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 get the
dog.
fucking dog out.
We definitely have the footage. It's just about sifting through it.
Well, we've covered.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Literally what I
Talking
was about
about
to do. Right on, dude.
the Anointed. So we got the last half hour. Didn't we just film something in June, fellas? Didn't we?
Yeah,
We did.
I think we should transition into movie number 2 at this point.
I
Kill the
think that's
last
a great
half
way to
hour
do
with
it.
some.
So in the Anointed, we all basically played versions of ourselves. In HOA or new movie, we did not do that, which added a whole new dynamic. I mean, there was aspects of myself in my character, but this added a whole new dynamic to the game here. So we actually had to do a little acting in this one.
And if you like Luke from The Anointed, pay attention in HOA. And also Annie's in the HOA. Annie is the name of the vehicle from The Anointed. And
you'll
you
see
might
some other
that.
props from The Anointed show up.
Yep.
We did a lot of Easter egg sort of things, not like, hey, this is from The Anointed, just like for people that watched it and enjoyed it, they're gonna see little things. We don't say Luke is Luke.
Had I only screamed "sit the fuck down" when
that would have been great.
When the kick through the door.
One, if I may, just real quick, one of the shots that I really am sad is not going to be in the movie, which would have been a great Easter egg, is in the one shot where we have the 18 Hertz studio fucking sweatshirt in the background, and it was just there.
It's in there.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's still in there.
Oh,
It's still
fucking
there.
hallelujah!
It's still there.
I refuse to let that go out. Now it doesn't show the 18 hertz, but it does show our skull and everything.
I don't care. I don't care because those who know will know.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
For me, on this movie, it was me and Travis mainly behind the camera for this whole movie because Sam unfortunately couldn't be there. So me and Travis almost filmed this whole movie together. And my favorite scene for me is the one with me and Jimmy having the fight. Like, I've watched it a few times over, and I'm like, Travis fucking hit that so good. The angles are good. The fucking lighting, everything in that is so good. But I love the first take because I go out the door and you hear Jimmy instantly go, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm fine. Just keep going. Like I'm good. Just keep fucking going."
All I heard was thump, 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 slap. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
to jump in here with
I'll be good.
What were you saying?
With all I can really contribute to this part of this conversation is that there was something Travis said when we were shooting The Anointed that stuck with me. He's like, "Man, I wish it wasn't on camera so much so I could shoot this fucking thing."
Yeah.
And so he finally got to get that camera time he was looking for.
Well, not only
wait till you
it
see
paid
the
off.
cut.
It paid off.
Wait till you see the cut because then it'll be like, maybe I should have been there to run the camera.
No, you did fine.
But here's one of my favorite stories about the whole HOA shoot was so JJ picked up the reins like right away and was fucking he was making notes in the script, he was filming stuff, he was doing continuity shit on his iPad, he was constantly having meetings with Travis and they were collaborating and figuring out what needs to be shot when, what we need, day shots and stuff. It was a lot more organized to shoot. But at one point, JJ was filming something upstairs with the girls. And that sounds very salacious, but trust me, it's not the way it sounds.
That sounds very Harvey Weinstein the way you put it.
No. JJ was upstairs filming a scene for the movie with Beanie and Devin. And Travis is outside and we're sitting there on his back porch, which is the Cadillac of all back porches. If you guys like, it's the fucking coolest screen porch I've ever been in.
Did Jimmy freeze?
No,
there he goes. No, he did freeze because then instantly his arm was up here, so he froze for a second.
But Travis leans over to me. He's like, "Hey, He's like, I don't know why this is my go-to Travis voice, but it is. So everybody just do it. He's like, hey, he's like, I'm gonna make JJ the assistant director. He's like, don't tell him. And I'm like, that's awesome because he definitely earned it. Definitely earned it. Like this dude and Travis were like this during the shoot, and they fucking, you know, the amount of work that these two did together was, I mean, ridiculous.
Well, it's not hard when you have somebody like Travis who already has the idea in his head, and then he gives it to somebody like me, and I'm like, okay, I can take that. I can work with this. And there was a lot of times he's like, take this camera, go film this, and just tell me how it goes. I'm like,
but don't sell yourself short there, JJ, because you know I didn't know you were into photography before I met you, and our first day outside of Jimmy's house on the Anointed, you were working the other cameras. Oh man, yeah, you got a good angle on that. I would only, all I could offer was like a maybe if you tweak it this way, but you already had the composition. You're a fantastic photographer, and that goes unsung. My dick is sore. People need to stop telling me I'm good at stuff. People need to tell you you're good at stuff, man.
Well, thank you, Sam. I will take that.
I'll get to that.
I'd say, like, for me, it was the choke slam and
such a good scene.
And just this one night where Hefty was stuck in makeup for hours.
That was a long night. That was a long night.
And he and I were sitting right there on that futon behind where Travis is right now in the dark. We're just sitting there like chilling because it was like we were so fucking tired. And I knew he was so miserable in that fucking makeup.
Oh, it was fine, man. I loved it was.
Yeah, but you couldn't smoke, you couldn't touch anything.
But you so you got your Robert Englund moment, like hours and hours of makeup and misery, but it pays off.
I legit offered to feed him.
He did.
He was like, but then I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, I will help you get your junk out if you have to.
He did. He really did.
He looked miserable and he was hungry.
Yeah.
And he was getting a little bit hangry, not in a bad way, just like you could tell.
I was trying not
like,
to get hangry, but at some point I was like,
And I'm like, dude, I'll make you food. I will feed it to you so you don't have to touch anything. He's like, no, I'm good. And I'm like,
I just wanted it to work, man. You know what I mean?
I sit down next to Hefty. I'm like, hey, look, man, the coffee table scene's coming up. I'm just really going to fuck Travis up for you. Okay. Will that make you feel better? He's like, yeah, that's making me feel a little better. I was like, all right.
That's absolutely not what happened.
I don't know.
I was teeing up to say you can tell that Travis is a good man, not only because he's offering to shake it for you, he's offering to shake it for you a second time. Yeah. That's how you can tell someone is a good friend and clearly a former medic. And you're like, yeah, if I kick his ass for you.
No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, there was one time when I was in makeup, because there were a lot of learning stages in this. The first night of makeup, I was like, okay, nails go on last. Because at first, like, we had to, at any rate, we got to a point where I was still in my shorts and had to change into pants. And I was like, I can't do that with these fucking nails on. It was just, it was empirically impossible to do anything with these nails on. They were badass, but these things were sharp as fuck. They stuck Jimmy pretty good.
Yeah.
One time when he was just trying to do my makeup and he fucking stuck himself on these nails, which I still have.
Yep.
And Travis was like, I got you, man. He fucking pulls my shorts down and fucking, there I am, 47 years old, having another man change my pants. I'm like, so this is what it's like to be old, huh? But no, he did. He was a great friend. What's up, Lone Star? I almost called you by your real name. I mean, I don't really care, but
you can call me
Lone Star.
And that was one of the moments where I was like, all right, this dude is a good fucking friend. You know what I mean? That's a good man right there. And he'll downplay, like, oh, I was a medic, and I used to like, lick people's pee or whatever the fucking story is that you always tell.
What?
But no, it's not like that. But
I don't think piss licking happened in GWAT, but
but he was
seen some shit.
He was so cool about it, and he was just like, "Oh, it's no big," but it was huge for me. I mean, that's an embarrassing moment. You know what I mean? And like he was like, it couldn't have been a more gracious host, And that was really the greatest things about working with these two guys, is that they're both amazingly gracious hosts, and there's no is not in their vocabulary. If you're a guest with them, or if you're friends with them, like no is very rarely a word that they use.
Unless you try to push things too far in the movie, and I'm like, no, it's time to back up.
I mean, I was only on set for the one shoot, but my understanding is both shoots is, you know, two different gentlemen offered up their homes
and their poor
as
wives,
the shooting locations to strangers and newcomers.
Now,
and
we did a
it's
lot
sort of
inside of Travis's house that we didn't, you know, like we filmed some scenes in my house, but the shit we did inside of Travis's house, like Amber's a fucking saint. She deserves a gold medal for that shit, because
she absolutely does.
even Marcedale would have fucking ripped my ass out. Like, there's no way, you know. We were just
when
gallons of blood and shit. Just
So Travis, what did you buy her to make all this square?
Kokomo. I bought a very expensive massage chair that's up in our room. That is
That'll do it
payment for that, because it was this one was expensive. This one
I remember help cleaning the walls one morning and just being like, let's fucking go, man.
I remember the first big blood splat. It was like,
just gonna go to that. I was
all over the fucking wall.
So let me tell you how this happened. So there is a. By the way, the girls, Beanie and my daughter Devin, going from a smaller role, especially Devin, the smaller role in the first one, to this one, where I would say
Devin was amazing.
Devin might be the main character of the movie. She might be.
They both stepped right up, like it was nothing. You know, I've seen the
Even
clips.
more in the new movie. The girls are the star of the movie. We're all in it, but the girls are the stars of this next movie. They are what makes the movie so good.
Oh yeah.
But I think with how we went into this and the girls, but okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Beanie's coming down the stairs. Something happens, and blood is supposed to spray in her face. I am down with the camera after I'd already done there's a stair stunt, and there's baseball bat stunts, there's table stunts. Nobody was supposed to get hurt in this movie because I was supposed to do all the stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I hurt a lot during this movie, and I'm not even in it except for like 5 seconds. But Chad came down. Lone Star was in the movie as well. But when Beanie comes down, I had a giant tub of our blood, and I just like have my hand, and I don't just fingertips. I have my entire hand down in this thing, and as soon as it's supposed to, I just bring it up and flick forward. But I didn't understand that flicking forward also means flicking back. And I'm back against a wall.
Yep.
And the scene looks good. It looked great. And then we call cut, and I look up, and there is just this giant splatter of fake blood on the wall of my house. And I'm like, we have to get this off right now.
And it's on the stairwell, too, where you can't just fucking get to it.
Yeah, I remember Travis's exact words were like, guys, we got to get this cleaned up because Amber's going to fucking kill me. And then
did you guys use the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser? I find that works very well for blood.
Bro, that's what I used, actually. That's what I used. There was also this one scene that I was particularly worried for the floor about in Travis's gym room. So he's got this like nice wooden hardwood floor where one of the scenes was shot. And there was a very large pool of blood that sat there for hours just on the floor. And I just kept walking by it being like, somebody got to clean this up. Like that's just gonna fucking like that's an awfully big pool of blood to just be sitting there unattended. But everything got, as far as I'm to understand, got cleaned up to satisfactory conditions. So yay.
So This
I mean,
movie-
Travis hasn't been killed yet by his
Mhm.
wife, so I'm assuming it went well.
Travis took some bumps and bruises. I'm the one that got hurt on this one. You
Yep,
can
another,
see my finger start to break when I on this scene, and then on this scene you can see it go ahead and finish that off. Like it, I very much fucked my finger.
Near
up
miss
bad.
with the hammer, right?
Yeah.
So if you had to explain the movie to someone who hasn't seen it, but you want them to watch it, how would you explain it to them, guys?
Good question.
All right. So a family goes through tragedy and they move into this house to start over. And there is an HOA in this area, and they are not liked very much. And therefore, calamity ensues. And it's about survival. It is about vengeance. It is about family.
Redemption,
it is all,
maybe
100% about it is about the family connection and what you're willing to do for the people that you love. That's the connection.
I agree with
and
that.
At the end, we'll see what happens.
Well, that kind of brings me to when we were kind of talking about the Anointed earlier, and while the script was kind of basically a guidelines, now something happened about halfway through shooting, right, that affected the whole end, well, basically the whole end of the movie.
Yes. So we Jimmy, Beanie, and Todd got here a week before because we were going to start filming stuff. And we were filming, and some of the stuff was like, it's kind of like in the first movie where we shot the first night scene where it's like, it really didn't work. We got to reshoot it. So we were sitting there halfway through. JJ is back, and JJ and Hefty are there. We start filming another thing, and then just something. What really changed the story is we had a location to film.
Yep.
And something fell through at that location, so we couldn't film there. So I'm like, okay, how do we do this to where that scene is now taking place in the house instead of over here? And from that thing that fell through, it changed the entire story, and we had to have a reason why this happened. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, okay, so we changed to this, and then we realized once we change this, it changes the entire story. It really does. Mm-hmm. And I believe it worked out pretty well.
I agree.
And once you see HOA, and once you get to the end of HOA and you watch it again the second time, you're just like, holy shit, how did I miss all this stuff? Yeah. Or it takes on a whole new meaning. This is not an M. Night Shyamalan fucking
right.
Where it's just like, oh, actually, they're in a village.
Him Night wishes he could come up with this.
It's a guy in a costume, and he's trying to scare them to keep them in the. No, it's not none of that shit. We have an actual twist that's actually good. So,
would it be fair to say?
I just want y'all to enjoy it, and if you're mad about the twist, guess what? We made you feel something, so enjoy.
So we still win.
What were you saying, Sam?
Would it be fair to say that you didn't pull a cheap trick on the audience with some lame twist, but rather open the door to a bigger world?
Yes.
Yeah.
When JJ suggested the particular twist we went with, like it immediately clicked with everybody. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's exactly what we need to fucking do.
By far.
And then like immediately everybody was on board with that shit. So
that whole like interaction. That's true.
Yeah. No, that was, and I remember being out on the porch for that. I think I kind of walked into that discussion
because me and Travis were already having it, and then you came out, and then Emmy came out right afterwards. Because it was me, I was like, Trav, like if we can't film here, like what do you want to do? And we started to like shoot ideas. And I was like, wait, what if we do this? And that's what made me really happy. That's why this is one of my favorite talks I had with Travis through the whole movie. Because I instantly just saw his eyes get bigger as I'm like, we're talking about it. I'm like, all right, we're hitting something here. And we just start going and going. And then you came out and then we explained it to you. And then out came Jimmy. And then we kept going through it. I mean, by the end of it, we came up with some really cool ideas. I wish we had the time and the cash flow to do that. Would have been really fun. But for what we could do with what we had, I think we fucking nailed that thing.
I agree.
One big lesson that we'll take away from this after watching the footage back is we got to learn to quit fucking talking. Even if we think it's going to be played over, we've got to learn to quit fucking talking during the scenes, because like it makes it so much harder to go back and you know, because some of that shit we could have used, but we all did it. We all did it. Like we're all talking and shit. We got to learn to quit doing that. That's the one big lesson I think from this one.
That, and we got to stay away from zooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The zooms. Don't,
like 70s style zooms.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
Yep. The zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a time and place for everything.
Well, we had steady cams, we had dollies, we had all that shit. We didn't use any of it. We were just like,
so let me take the place of the interviewer here.
Of course.
Was this entire project handheld shooting?
Yes and no.
No. There were tripod shots. There were
handheld shots.
Yeah, there were. Yeah,
there were some of both.
It was tripod, handheld, and steady cam. Those are the three we used for the movie. And GoPro footage. We used GoPro too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The GoPro stuff. Was that a creative decision for the look and the feel of it, or was it out of necessity?
Yes, especially when it can't. We use the GoPro for one scene where it comes to
It's like a
doorbell or looking through like a keyhole. It already has the fish eye, so we use that to where it's kind of like a look into sort of thing.
Oh, I can totally see that. That's gonna be rad, dude. That's awesome.
And then,
Oh
shit!
Sad we didn't get is the choke slam.
Yeah,
on the head. So you get the. That's the one. I
JJ, I need to tag team this question with you because I saw the clips. I didn't think a real person got ragdolled through that table.
Yeah. Them thought it was like a mannequin or something like that.
No, we did that shit.
It was
so.
Time.
So Travis, holy shit, that was a devastating blow.
I know. I was there.
I was there.
Wait till you see the staircase scene, because we're all in the kitchen, right? And Travis's wife Amber, bless her, is standing out there, and she's got her hands like this on the nice marble countertop.
All you hear is
and all you hear is like and she just goes like that for like every time. It's just like, and there were multiple takes in the scene. But I was like, don't worry, Amber, we'll clean it up or we'll fix whatever happens. Don't worry.
I did that scene 7 times.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
And it got louder and louder every time. The lesson is that if you're in a scene with me like that, do not lean in and whisper into my ear. Just fucking send it, because I will just fucking send it.
But those are the moments where the scenes work the best. You know,
Yeah.
some of the stuff we had to work out on the Anointed was all like,
it did not work the best.
This is going to cross the threshold.
That was just sitting it, put my head into hardwood floor, bouncing off the ground.
But to be fair, I did hit the table and the pillows. I did. You know.
I loved being in the makeup chair. I always wanted to have makeup. Loved it. Okay. I thought it was really cool. Devin fucking, and I'll tell you, so the first night, so the makeup was done. I think I only got into makeup like 2 nights, and we shot all my shit.
3.
Was it 3? The first night was I believe it was Jimmy, Beanie, and Devin. Devin was my nail girl.
Yeah, the first night I just kind of did the concept and painted everything and showed the girls, okay, this is what it's going to be, and then they took over from there.
Yeah, and they really did. And then by there was my last night when they were putting it on, it was just Beanie and Devin and myself. And I'm sitting in the makeup chair, and at this point, they're pretty much like a well-oiled machine. Like Beanie's doing makeup, Devin's putting my nails on with her wiggle test, which was like it was the cutest and awesomest thing ever. I love Devin.
So we should have went with the super glue.
And she no, fuck that, dude. That, come on, Jimmy. You know, a couple of times that was like you almost pulled my actual nail off one of those times.
It is
like,
definitely worth mentioning that Beanie is very, very talented with makeup.
Yes.
Yeah. She is very, but so Devin actually for the last night did my makeup. And Devin would, and from my perspective, all I see is like this a bunch of times is, hold on, just one more thing. Hold on, one more thing. I got to fix this. For like an hour that went on.
And that is also, Devin willing to step up and take any challenge.
Devin's like Travis, though. She got that from him. Like the shit's got to be perfectly symmetrical. And
we had her hooked up to the pneumatic liquid distributor machine on the Anointed, and got her to do trust falls and time the stunt. Basically, she took to it immediately.
Yeah.
And she did nothing but apologize for falling.
We had scenes we could have used the pneumatic for, but we didn't use it.
I don't know why we didn't use it, actually.
You got to get that to us too, Trav, on how you made that, because I think me and Sam were talking about that at one point. Where were you, Sam, when you came over that night?
Yeah. I said the pneumatic redistributor of fluids machine. I think I call it on set because that's exactly what it is. That thing, good Lord. I had a lot of fun with that, bloodying up the tent, and I shot myself in the eye with a lot of blood on the second night. And whose elderly mother was on set?
Mine.
She laughed a little bit.
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah, that was my mom.
Your mom laughed at me getting blood in my eye with the blood gun. It was fantastic. It was a great time had by all.
But just real quick, where I was going with that was by the end of Devin putting my makeup on and all like the fixes. Holy shit, was that on point? And it was all very symmetrical. And I have the pictures like on my phone of like the evolution of the makeup basically. And Devin, like her meticulous nature to the makeup, like I was like, wow, like that looks amazing. Because you look in the mirror when you do it, and I learned that I am not good at putting in contacts. I had to allot myself 40 minutes before shooting just to put the contacts were the first things that had to go in, because I couldn't put the contacts in with the nails on, can't put the contacts in with the makeup on because I got makeup on my hands and shit like that. So the contacts were the first things that had to go in. And, again, it was the last night of shooting where my contacts had been in for, like, I think 12 hours at one point. Yeah. And the one kept moving. And I was like, I can fucking feel it moving. This sucks. I couldn't do anything to try to, close my eye and try to, recalibrate it and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'm not good at contacts.
So it not to – I don't want to dominate too much time here.
Go for it, man.
But – how do we feel, without, being too presumptuous, that if Devin took to special makeup effects, like a duck to water, how do we feel about having inspired literally another generation of people to get into horror and makeup and stuff? Like the way when I was watching stuff that Tom Savini and Rob Bottin did,
I think before might do that. Let's answer. We give this one to Travis first because that's his baby. So how do you feel about that, Travis?
I'm sorry. Say again. I'm sorry.
Your daughter's a makeup whiz, and she seems to have been inspired by the filmmaking process the same way that all of us were inspired by the filmmaking process.
She is now looking at because she does sew and do costumes and stuff. So she's talking about maybe doing costumes and makeup and stuff for the future. We are going to give them a break coming up because school's important and she wants to focus on that. And I don't want to add extra stuff on her. But this is sort of the movie poster we're going with. There's a bloody version. And this is an old one because it still has 18 Hertz studio and stuff on there, but I just wanted people to see. So we got Beanie, Devin, and Jimmy. And
I always liked this design for sure.
Yeah.
I'll reserve my follow-up question to this design for towards the end, but
better spout it out, Sam. We're just
look at the pecs on that guy. Look at the pecs on him. Thanks, AI.
Someone been working out.
Couple people, dude. Did you not pay attention to any of the group chat when these guys like the year leading up to this movie?
No, it's almost like every day I got pictures of dudes flexing on my phone, and I have to be like, no, these are my homies. I make horror movies with these guys. I'm not gay, I swear.
The funny thing is, we did the Anointed, and we did so much editing on that because we edited ourselves. I was looking, and there are certain scenes where my gut is hanging out, and I didn't like it. And I can tell you that was the biggest motivation. I had been in the gym pretty much.
Oh no! Tell them your real biggest motivation.
Is that outside of your Friday the 13th related beef, perhaps?
No, fuck CJ Graham.
So, real quick before we get done, what
my camera
would
died.
say real fast is that we filmed 2 movies with Devin now, and it was like night and day. Like the first movie to this movie, like she's just so much a beautiful human being.
Yeah,
she is so fun to be around, and it's just great.
We lost Jimmy. Shit.
Again, it's a lie.
No, it's not, and you know it's not.
There we go.
Hey man, acting's a lie, dude. Like the whole thing is like just being good at presenting something that's other or meaningful in a kind of more formed way.
It all boils down to we got to live our dream. We've gotten to make movies. I've gotten to make movies with all the people that I love, all my friends, my family. My dad is in this movie. My uncle is in this movie. My daughter is in this movie. Amber decided, fuck no, I'm not in that movie because Amber doesn't like cameras. But everything else, we get to do this because the people that we surround ourselves with also want to do it. Granted, it's a business, but it's also family, and we try to make it beneficial for everybody. Oh, my baby's here. She must be. She is right now probably sitting in the parking lot at the school, waiting for Devin to get out of school so she can pick her up. That's where she's at right now.
Aw, Amber, we love you.
We love you,
You're
Amber.
amazing.
But no, it's But again, we have the Anointed. We have HOA coming in October. But that's not all we have coming out of Groovy Obscura Productions. We have film.
You're finally gonna get a weird one out of my head, and
Jimmy,
it's gonna be fucking weird.
The first thing I'm doing when I get home is I'm recording the Broken Dreamcatcher lines as soon as I get home.
Nice.
And I'll send them right over to you.
We have that working, so I'll be going up probably in November timeframe up to Arkansas so we can get that filmed. Also, you might be seeing us at some conventions soon. We are going to try to we are selling art and movies and stuff. Shit's expensive. We got to raise money, and we don't expect the same people to keep trying to fund us, or we don't want to have the same group of people keep buying. Oh, don't get me wrong. If you buy the paintings, we're happy, but we don't want the same people feeling like they have to buy paintings to support us. We got to get out there.
Yeah.
And I have JJ is filming something in October.
Yep.
He's also working on another one that he is. So we're all trying to get some
I got to stop
content out there.
and that one in October.
So that brings us neatly around actually to my last question, and also sort of put you on the spot moment, man. How do you feel about making a road trip revenge movie with Devin and Beanie? Because I think that'd be really fucking rad. And also, I've got a couple ideas for something I could make with Hefty
man,
and
we
JJ
could,
up here in the.
We could film 2 movies
in
at
the
once
Northeast.
if we did that.
Dude, we could. Now
could
I'm
film
thinking about
4
it, like, we
movies at
really
the
could
same
film
time.
2 different movies.
I do have a something I'm gonna write for JJ and Hefty. I talked to JJ about it. It's a Christmas one.
Yes.
We
pitched last year. I'll remind you after the show.
Delivering gifts. That's what y'all are doing. If you're
I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Oh yeah, that one will be really cool. I like that one a lot.
I am actually writing that right now. We do have.
I forgot about that.
I have a couple in my wheelhouse that's pretty much a solo shoot. So we're working on that. We are going to be putting out more content because 1 movie a year is not going to work.
Yeah. And since Sam's going to be a little closer now than in the city, I think we can utilize Sam. And
in the upstate, we can be making all kinds of shorts and anthology stuff.
Hey, Marcia.
Right in.
Hi, Marcy. We love you.
And it's all going to be under the umbrella of Say It For Me, boys, because we all know what it is.
Groovy Obscura.
18. Oh.
I'm
really sorry my co-host is trash.
Be expecting a lot more content from Groovy Obscura Productions. We are
a lot of
we're
shorts,
growing.
a lot of films. Yeah.
We are growing. We are getting everybody involved if they want to be involved. We are pushing the limit because we're tired of waiting. Let's just fucking do it. Let's make movies. And if people enjoy it, they enjoy it. It's not about money. It was never about money. I mean, it'd be nice if we made enough money to where we didn't have to work and we could do this full time, but that's not the case yet. But we just want to make
me in San Antonio
quality content and make sure that we're making the stuff we want to make. We will never, and I repeat, never have a studio telling us you can't do that or you have to do that because we're going to say fuck you and we're going to do what we want to do. Yeah. And I think that is the best way to move forward.
Travis has got it right on his wrist. What would Bruce Campbell do?
Here.
Do first, think never. Let's fucking go.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Coal, pure Pennsylvania anthracite.
Oh, well, yeah. At some point, we will burn the boats, and we will. This is what we will do. We're just trying to get there.
Yeah. Well, on that note, look out for a bunch of shit coming your way from all of us, because I guess we got a lot. Deuces.
The only way to approach creativity is savagely.
Because talk about Blood Pact, talk about this show. I'm excited. Thank you.
We're in the throes of puberty right now, and I almost
sorry.
Being on the show, you guys seem nice, and you got Ninja Turtles in the back.
Yes, just where I've actually talked with people who specialize in horror, and I've directed a film called Excuses, or kind of directed it.
These interviews contain mature language and content. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the ones providing them and do not necessarily reflect those of Blood Pact Films. We're all adults here, but even still, viewer discretion is advised. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.